Welcome back to chronologically the last set on round 16 between Vinchester and Classic Pro. You can see the draft here. No Mayans Malay, no Celts or Aztecs. Interesting draft strategy by Vinchester here. Burmese for Classic Pro, but let's see how this is going. We're in game one. We have Vinchester as the Italians and Classic Pro as the Britons. Let's go over the maps quickly. You know why? It's Vinchester and it's most likely tower time. The games are happening right now. Game one was just played, so I know this is going. Main gold and main stone safe in the back for Classic Pro here. The second gold outside. The second stone outside, and the third gold actually pretty far forward. That's technically the third gold from Classic Pro. Extra gold here. Vinchester on the way to Feudal Age. Nothing special really. Sending 4 villages forward. No loom though. Main gold from on the side. Somewhat forwardish. Third gold forward. The second gold somewhat in the back here. Not really completely safe, but pretty safe. He had deer inside. He's got the main stone. Wait, where was that? On the far side, and the second stone here. He's going to build a barracks and a house. So he's going with the standard 945. Actually, pretty strong uptime. 5 seconds away from perfect. And he's going to attack the house or the wall. Some of that. I guess he's gonna go for the house. No, he's actually attacking the wall here. Classic Pro upping to Feudal Age. We have a archer range coming up, an archer range, and the watchtower. Quick palisade coming, palisade gate coming behind that. Classic Pro should wall. Another one coming up. No, not happening. And we are going to see the standard Vinchester going for towers and to put archers in the towers to make them stronger. Quick walls coming up here from Classic Pro. Still only palisade gates, palisade walls, because you can't stone wall in Dark Age. And I guess he should maybe consider gates here too, because Vinchester is going through that wall really fast. And Classic Pro is not on gold at this point. He does not have loom. Vinchester doesn't have loom. Interesting to see. Watchtower coming up, counter watchtower. And, oh, I'm still online, I'm not on D&D, it doesn't really matter. We have the watchtower about to get finished, market and blacksmith coming up, potential walls here. And now Vinchester is going in. We do see another watchtower coming up for Classic Pro who moved and stowed. It makes sense, it doesn't need gold right now. But he also clicked up to Castle Age, selling 200 wood actually. And going without loom, this is huge. But Vinchester also no loom and is getting attacked by the tower already. I think, yeah, mining camp now coming up. I guess fletching would be a good idea. No walls coming up down here. Quick walls coming towards the mill. Palisade gate actually and another watchtower to take one villager down. So Vinchester -1 will, but he's sending archers already. He's got the 4+1, so he's done the fletching upgrade. And Classic Pro doing horse killer right now, preparing the farms. He is not really fully walled here, but the archers now inside the tower, and that's the strong point of Vinchester's strategy here, is doing the archers, which Classic Pro probably should have done too. I'm again not sure what the cartography upgrade is, and that means his tower is going to be so much stronger. Now the villagers breaking on the right hand side, and actually Classic Pro is not walled here, which is a big mistake. Vinchester can go in, and Castle Age is done by Classic Pro, but what are you going to do? Quick stone gates coming up, stone walls gates, villagers without loom. That means one villager probably going down, the second wills, and third potentially that's -2, -3 wills. This is huge. And a watchtower coming up, and the archers moving, and that's 4 more wills that are building a TC. Of course, cheaper TC for Britons, but they cannot run away. That's minus, now what we have, 3, 4. That's 5 villages down. And are the others going to die too? This TC is not going up yet. The watchtower getting protected at least a little bit and getting repaired probably. I think that's 1 more village, at least 5 villages down, maybe more. It's the 5 kills actually for Vinchester. Now he's losing a few archers at the town center. That's a mistake here. He can go through that house if he wants to, but now no villagers underneath that TC. And Vinchester, we quickly check, not so far away from Castle Age with the resources. Vinchester now taking out a scout, a tower coming up between the main stone and main gold. Actually, Classic Pro is a good map for this kind of defense, but he's not able to finish the TC before the watchtower is coming up. The archers now only 4+1. They cannot attack this villager, I guess. And for now, looking good. Vinchester could just go around. Classic Pro is safe at this point, but 26 villagers only against, is he even producing villagers? Yes, he is. Against like 35 right now from Vinchester's building another watchtower on that wood line. And TC about to get finished, because Vinchester is not attacking anymore. The TC will get done, and the second TC, actually a third TC technically coming up. The villagers going away a little bit. There's loom done finally, but not without losing another villager. Is Classic Pro getting the TC up? This tower is not going to happen because it's in range of the TC. Vinchester clicking up to Castle Age. He's done the damage. He's 7 villagers ahead. His resources quite low. It's not going to be any sort of fast imp. I guess we are going to see a siege workshop soon for Vinchester, and we should see one from Classic Pro actually coming up only now. The archers standing underneath the tower, because why not? It's only doing 5 damage per arrow apparently. Not sure if they get a bonus. And now a few more farms coming up. Classic Pro really doesn't have a lot of space. There's no resources on the outside. Don't know if he scouted that, but he's got the main gold and main stone secured for now. Mangonel coming up at this point, and Vinchester only got like 1, 2, 3 towers and a few archers. So right now 9 military units for him. It's really not that much, but a stable coming in. This is huge, because stable probably means knights in Castle Age, and Vinchester should probably go over the siege workshop as well. Let's wait for that. Let's see what Classic Pro is doing. There's one Mangonel out to actually stand around and do nothing. How many archers are inside that tower? Is it 5 archers? Yes, and that means it's not going to be easy to attack with the Mangonel. But nice shot now. The archer and 2 HP surviving. The others going down. Both kind of also coming in immediately. And that Mangonel, as you can see, is taking a lot of damage. There's no villagers around to repair it. It's 2 Mangonels now. I think a ram would have been better here. Now 1 villager to start and repair this, but Vinchester is sending a knight in. Both are being finished by Vinchester. He's using his resources, getting more knights. Not right now. Monk actually coming with a 4th monastery. Ooh, and he's taking down 2 Mangonels before losing that knight here. That was so worth the money, worth the gold. And actually Classic Pro resigning here on... He had more villagers right now. Why did he resign? There's no reason for him. Vinchester had almost enough stone for a castle, but I'm not sure why he resigned at this point in the game. It's done. Let's go into game number 2, because game 1 was a quick game with a tower rush. Game 2 is going to be between Vietnamese and Berbers and Burmese and Turks. Let's see what's it going to be. Berbers against Burmese, actually. Could be interesting. I'm starting into the game fast, because odds are Winchester's going for tower rush again. Let's go for his map quickly. Second stone safe in the back. 4 deer close to his base, which is awesome. Makes the tower rush easier. Main gold forward. Second gold outside. Third gold outside. Main stone forward. Boars are inside, I guess. That's 1 boar. That's the second boar here. His map not really good when it comes to gold, so we expect a tower rush pretty much. An extra gold close to space, or really close to space. It doesn't really matter. Let's go for Classic Pro's map with the Burmese. This could be interesting. Burmese, a very strong arena civilization with the Arambai and monks. We have the main stone for him forward, the second stone forward outside. Deer inside, as far as I can see. Yes, he's luring them in. A second born yet to be taken. Extra stone close to his base. We have 1 really close, second really close. We have the main gold, relatively safe in the back. Second gold and third gold, far deep in the back here. So he's got a really good map, actually. Let's see how he's going to defend from the upcoming tower rush from Vinch. Or am I wrong here? It's possible, but Winchester's been luring 3 deer in already. And I think 1 more villager doing loom. Yes, that's a tower rush incoming, so no surprise here. Another extra gold, another relic on the map. Can go a little bit faster, I guess. Winchester's going to gold, not to stone at this point. And he's sending 4 villagers forward to build a barracks, a house. He's pretty much perfected this. I'm expecting to see archers as well again. And I'm just waiting for those villagers to move forward. Of course, Classic Pro can see them. He's starting to wall already. Nice. Doing palisade walls, doing a house here. And I think that's not a perfect spot for the tower, except that it's covering the stone. That's probably the main purpose here. Building out the house. There we go. And Winchester's going to try and going, but Classic Pro this time actually faster. And he's walled the weak side of his base. That's the... okay, technically maybe this is the weak side, it's the long side. He's actually going out to take stone, and Winchester cannot see the stone from Classic Pro. So Classic Pro standing a chance here at this point. Of course, the archer range is up, no surprise here. Winchester going with archers already. He is now on stone with 3 villagers, and he's going to build more towers. I think Classic Pro could consider a tower here. He's up to Field Age, but he's not doing that. He's going back with the villagers. Let's see what his resources looking like. He can click up to Castle Age anytime soon. And the buildings are finished, and the tower coming up to protect the main stone, I guess. I think he should buy some stone if he needs to go for towers, and then go for siege, go for monks, go for anything. More walls coming up, so Classic Pro actually now this time prepared for this, going with the watchtower out of the range. And Winchester can't really do a lot here, so he's doing horse killer right now. But Classic Pro, I think he should just boom now, to be honest. He doesn't need stone, or maybe he needs a little bit of stone to like go for stone walls. Double stone walls, fortified wall would be awesome, because then Winchester can never ever go in. And Classic Pro is saying, let's get my tower walled here. But there's a second tower from Winchester is actually going in through that house, so Classic Pro is not safe, and Winchester actually managed to go forward, going with another watchtower probably. Now is attacking the palisade walls, and archers coming up. So Classic Pro seemed safe, but he wasn't. He was getting attacked here. And counter watchtower coming up. The archers are the biggest problem, but this time there's a few villagers inside the town center. Classic Pro is up to Castle Age. Is not done fletching, a big mistake. He needed fletching. I think he needs boatkin now. Siege workshop coming up, and of course we have 5 villagers against the 5 archers right now. Is that villagers? Yeah, that's 5 archers, and that means Winchester's villagers can still work. Going for a house, going to, I guess, gas into that tower to destroy the defensive watchtower from Classic Pro that came up first. The scout actually able to take down his mining camp completely, or soon it will be. And Classic Pro trying to repair this watchtower. It's not going to happen right now. On the other hand, Winchester's tower is going down fast. And that means Classic Pro for now successful because Winchester didn't have the villages around, and now there is both players without with -1 towers. Winchester doing wheelbarrow is going to be able to click up soon. Classic Pro in the meantime should be able to recover, doing a monastery now. He is going for a second TC on that goal. I think one more tile to the left, or maybe even here on this far side would have been better, close to the wood line. That's not a big problem. And for now, Classic Pro looking good. The question is, what's Winchester going to do now? Classic Pro is starting to attack the watchtowers with mangonels. Don't really think he needs it. Maybe he wants to get a castle up later on. And now Winchester probably laming this, or is he going with the tower here? He's actually starting to lame the stone, and I like this decision. It's not nice, but it's what you expect him to do. And he's close to clicking up to Castle Age. He's stopped villager production, now garrisoning, and there we go. Castle Age before 20 minutes, that's a good time for tower rush, I think. Now Classic Pro is ahead with villagers a little bit. He has done loom, this is important to see. And we are waiting for more action in Castle Age when Winchester is actually going to, I don't know, attack or boom? Not sure what he's planning to do. He's got 11 military units, he's got the archers, he may go for crossbows actually. Berbers, crossbows make sense, yeah, they will go for camel archers later on. There's a few scouts now moving in, but there's a monk, there's a villager repairing the mangonels, so for now this is okay. And Watchtower may even go down. The scouts now moving in to attack the villager, attack the monks here. One got converted, I guess, and this Watchtower is still up. So Winchester now up to Castle Age. Let me go on 85, 87 maybe, is alright. What's Winchester going to do? Going with the TC, double TC on the two woodlands, so apparently he's going for a mini boom now. 4 TCs actually, and Classic Pro only with 2 TCs right now. That means Winchester should be able to outboom him. Winchester's 10 villages behind, 3rd TC now coming up. Okay, not going to be too easy. And he's still forward with the archers, but +2 is done. But no crossbowmen, and nice laming here. Winchester obviously can go for the relics, he's going to do that, but he's losing the watchtowers now, and I think it's important for Classic Pro to re-roll this, to make sure he's not going to get attacked in late Castle Age again and delayed again. Wheelbarrow coming from him as well, and this economy looking good now, 8 villages ahead. And is the stone wall coming up? I'm expecting this to come up. The archer range is getting attacked by mangonels immediately, and I think his gate would be good to maybe try and collect the one or the other relic. Winchester in the meantime has a monastery up, but he's for now booming, concentrating on the boom. He's got enough stone for a castle, and yeah, that's important too. Go for the mining camp, go for the stone of your own, because you may need a castle later on, maybe even with Iron by. I guess the Camel archers will be stronger, and that's why Classic Pro should go aggressive here. It's going with the gate now. Villagers forward for Winchester. That means a castle probably coming up. I think an outpost here on the right hand side would have been really good. And right now this castle coming up from Winchester, Classic Pro cannot see this, and this is really bad because this castle is going to come up as a surprise a little bit. An outpost here was so essential. Right now barracks coming up forward. I don't know to what end. Maybe against the scouts, but those should get converted. Actually, they're dying. Or did Winchester do heresy? No, I think he didn't. He's got enough gold for heresy actually. But the castle now is up. Winchester again, the forward coming up. Redemption been done by... Ooh, heresy coming in. This is huge. Redemption is done by Classic Pro. You can actually go counter-attack, but the Camel archers around. There's one ram. Not sure what to do. You can't really take down this castle with one ram. At the same time, 2 mangonels forward for Classic Pro, attacking the TC. So Winchester pretty much has to abandon this TC for now. Imperial Age coming in from Classic Pro as well, but he still can't take too much stone. Well, he can take this stone actually, because there's no +3 yet. Of course, Winchester's not up to Imperial Age, and the castle coming up for him, but it's not so far away, let's be honest. TC going down, but this castle is going up, and I think Classic Pro cannot see this castle yet. No, otherwise he would send the mangonels forward. Now the archers being annoying, taking on a villager that was building forward siege workshop, and now they're gone, but that siege workshop is delayed and the castle is up. Winchester also clicked up to Imperial Age. Actually he's playing this really well. Now Classic Pro not doing a lot of mistakes here. He's playing good, but Winchester a little bit smarter somehow, taking the extra gold as well. And there is the Camel archers now starting to attack monks, and it's only 2 of them. Now it's 5, but it's enough to take down mangonel, spearmen whatsoever. And Classic Pro is up to him. What are you going to do? Block printing illumination against heresy? That's not a good idea. And maybe that's the problem with the Burmese. What can you do other than the Aram by? I'm not really sure what the best choice here is. The castle coming up on the main stone, but the castle is a little bit late. Winchester has 2 castles up, and he is producing Camel archers. And that one castle where you want to get your trap fund, that it's trap from. This is not coming up in time. And that's a big mistake because you needed that castle up right the time you were up to Imperial Age to get rid of this one. This is happening too late. Winchester going for Elite Camel Archer immediately, I guess at home. Conscription coming in, Elite Camel Archer coming in. Oh, he's got 3 castles actually. Elite Camel Archer coming up in the forward castle, but he's fast enough. Bracer Conscription. Now this is looking dangerous here for Classic Pro because Winchester going with the strongest unit that Berberus has, and maybe one of the strongest units in the game, and going with his own trebuchets as well. He's going to send villagers to repair. He's actually taking this. Is that an extra stone on the map? I think so, yes. And that means we're going to see 1 trip against 3 and Elite Camel Archers soon to move in. That's 2 trebuchets now for each player. And both players need to repair. The problem is Winchester lamed the stone, so Classic Pro cannot take it, and Classic Pro is not taking his own stone. Winchester at the same time can take as much stone as he wants to. The castle from Classic Pro going down fast. He's going for Archers, but it's not going to be enough. He needs Siege Archers to be able to face Elite Camel Archers, I feel. And Chemistry now coming in to get more upgrades on those Elite Camel Archers. There's Capram actually approaching. Trebuchets, those are going down. Pikemen are not going to do the trick. Onager going down fast. Yes, there we go. Trebuchets moving forward. This is not looking good for Classic Pro. Winchester is controlling the map again, and Classic Pro calling GG. He knows he cannot face the Elite Camel Archers. He can't really do anything against them. 12 range monks, but it's not going to be enough. And like this, Winchester taking the second game as well. We're going into a match game, game number 3. Warrior pick, Vietnamese against Turks. Turks makes sense, Vietnamese not so much, but let's see how Winchester is going to play his match game, game number 3 here. Maybe he has an idea of how to play this. I'm expecting a tower rush, that's why I'm going fast already and early and already. Main gold and main stone, somewhat forwardish for Winchester, no back base. He's got 3 deer, I guess, inside, outside, something like that. He's got 2 deer outside right now. Extra berries here doesn't really matter. Second gold outside, the third gold outside on the other side. Second stone, I'm missing that one, where's that? Actually on the far side here, so his map really not too good, but I guess Winchester's gonna go aggressive anyways. He wasn't really raided in the first 2 games, or almost not. He lost the TC once inside his base, that's it. And going for the deer immediately, it makes sense. As for Classic Pro with the Turks, main gold for him forward. He opened the vaults to get the deer in. Main stone forward as well, and the second gold forward outside. It's the third gold technically, because I guess that's the second gold, and a second stone safe in the back. So let's see how this game is going, and I'm expecting Winchester to go with the tower rush again. Maybe even with the tower hop, that's possible. Ooh, and Winchester is blocking this house. Classic Pro cannot see this, building a house behind now. I think he should stop that and go out, put a palisade here, put at least a palisade. No, it's not happening. Loom coming for Classic Pro just in case. Winchester on the way to Feudal Age already. Look at the timings, 9:46, that's 6 seconds away from perfect. Winchester is playing really good Dark Ages, but it's expected from Arabia players, let's be honest. Winchester's not really an Arabia player, but he's playing both Arabia and Arena. Barracks is up with 4 villagers coming forward, no news here. And I think Classic Pro needs a barracks up. Yes, he needs archers himself, or maybe scouts, but I think archers would be better. And there's the watchtower coming in immediately. There's a palisade gate coming up behind that. The stable coming up. Let's go a little bit slower. And now Winchester still attacking this because the palisade gate only 400 HP, and that's easy to take down. The archer range is up. Stable actually coming from Classic Pro. I think that's a mistake. I think you needed to go for archers yourself and wall yourself in, get watchtowers up, go to stone early on, something like that. Get more stone. You have the stone safe in the back, so why not go there? But Winchester is going to go in for sure. And then the question is, can Classic Pro stop this? With scouts alone, I don't think so. I guess Winchester did not see the stable yet. No, he cannot have seen it. He's going to take down the palisade gate now. Look at this. This is going down so fast with the villagers. 2 villagers actually attacking. And Winchester now housed on 30, but it's not a big problem. He's got a few archers. He's got the villagers forward. The scouts and villagers moving in from Classic Pro. Big fight happening. Don't really see it, but the tower is there to help, and there's 3+2 units in the tower. Actually, Classic Pro saying this time, let's go and attack the tower immediately. I like this decision from him. That's a good idea. Losing 1 scout here, may lose another villager, and now the 3 archers dropping out, and that's the main point here. The scouts trying to go for the archers, but the villagers repairing this tower, and the archers still attacking. This is still okay-ish for Winchester. He may lose the tower, but how many villagers will go down for Classic Pro here? The archers cannot be attacked easily. That scout is actually taking all of the damage from the tower. Can he take down archer? You need to attack this archer. You need to focus these weak units. It's not happening. Classic Pro is going for more scouts here. He's not going for his archers. And he's calling GG. What? Why? No! Oh my god, I guess he didn't want to play this maybe and said, okay, you're 2 games ahead, I'm going to give up here. He lost the scouts, he's low on everything, I guess. Let me check the resources. Yeah, pretty much. Did not go for a counter watchtower, which he should have done immediately as well. But like this, it's not happening, and Winchester is taking his 3-0. This makes Winchester top 4 at least. I think with that performance he should go to at least the semi-finals, maybe the finals even. Let's see how this is continuing. For now I can only say GG and see you in the next games.